storm into Detroit and get the win in overtime.
18-point lead completely gone. The number one team in the East started smelling blood, yet somehow my Atlanta Hawks found a way to win in overtime. Now, I'm not 100% impressed. Yeah, this one had everything. Come on in here, let's talk about it. What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. While you in here, hit that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell so you can be notified every time Her Takes uploads a new video. Coming into this matchup, the Atlanta Hawks had a statement opportunity. Listen, going up against the top-seeded Detroit Pistons, a team that's been dominating the conference, this wasn't just another regular season game. Understand this, with or without Cade, this was a test. And early on, Atlanta looked ready. The Hawks came out aggressive, locked in, playing with pace. Ball movement was crisp. Shots were falling. And defensively, they were actually getting stops. Before I knew it, wow, we built an 18-point lead. Everything was clicking. Transition buckets, perimeter shooting, energy. This style of play looked like a team that could beat anyone. And I'm not gonna lie, I did get worried at the half. We've been known to give up leads after the half. My concern was, he didn't even have a board in the first half. He could not handle Durant. Durant was treating him like a rag doll in the paint, getting whatever shots he wanted. The paint was sweet. And then on offense, we stalled out. Turnovers started piling up. Defensive rotations were late. And the Pistons, like a true number one seed, took advantage of everything. They chipped away, possession by possession. And just that fast, the 18-point was gone. I looked up in the third quarter. We'd been outscored 25-5. You could feel the momentum completely flip. The crowd got into it, the Pistons got confident, and suddenly the Hawks looked like they were about to let another one slip away. And let's be real, we've seen this before. Now I remember saying to myself, although I feel like as a championship caliber team, a competitor, a team that can go deep into the playoffs, they shouldn't be blowing an 18-point lead. But this could be a test if we can pull this off and win. This is what I'm thinking real time during that third quarter debacle. If we can pull this off and win, that's also a testament to our competitiveness. Let's see. So stay calm and see if we can pull it through. This is what I'm telling myself. I had to walk myself through it. And sure enough, they didn't fold. They responded. Thanks to CJ. He came up in the clutch, knocking down shots. JJ, we're going to speak a little more about JJ a little later, some thoughts I have about him, but he came through as well. Nickeil Alexander-Walker knocked down some key shots, and even Kuminga hit a couple of key threes that we needed to stay afloat. They kept their composure in the chaos. And to my surprise, when the buzzer sounded at the end of regulation, we were headed to overtime. And in overtime, my Hawks flipped the switch again. Energy came back, execution tightened up, and most importantly, they played with heart. Every possession mattered, and it was Atlanta that made the winning plays down the stretch. This wasn't just a win. This was a statement, like I said, with or without Cade, beating the first place Detroit Pistons after blowing an 18-point lead. That shows resilience. That shows growth. That shows this team might be tougher than we thought. Reality did set in and all this excitement. Because in my opinion, down the stretch, JJ, if you're going to be the leader of this team, if you're going to carry this team and you're going to be the heart and soul, you got to demand that ball. This game never would have gone to overtime had they done that. I feel like JJ should have been the one taking those last shots, demanding the ball. At the end of regulation, with I think it's 8.5 seconds to go in the game, the ball was in C.J. McCollum's hand. Now, I get it. He was the one that was hot, but I feel like you ride or die with your star player. JJ's mid-range, he drive to that basket, hard stop, and hit that mid-range is money. And I feel like that ball should have been in his hands at the end of regulation. The other thing is, we got to we had a 5-point lead. We blew it. We had another 5-point lead. It was 125 to 130 in overtime, and we blew it because of poor execution. So we won by the skin of our teeth, got up out of there with a W. I'm happy about that. But there are things that we can build on and learn from our mistakes. What a total of 20 turnovers. That's got to get tightened up. And it's mainly because we do not have a good primary ball handler. Even CJ, he's doing really, really good. But has that really been his role over the years? I believe he's more so operated out of a shooting guard position. He can play make, but I see him dribbling himself into trouble quite a bit and turning the ball over, not knowing who to kick it to. My other problem is I've been saying before the season started, when I thought we was going to keep Trae, we needed a good, strong, solid big. I wasn't even sold on Kristaps because he's too small. Duran just threw around. So we need a good big that's strong enough to put it with that. Had 1 rebound the entire game. That's not going to cut it as we move to the next levels. He's going to have to be able to hold his own in the paint. He's going to have to, because he likes to shoot threes on offense, so we're not getting that many offensive boards already. So now you're limited to defensive boards, and then those guys are bigger than you. They're out-rebounding you. They're strong enough to throw you out of the way and grab the board. That very last play in overtime, Duran got away with throwing Jock out of the way. I guess the officials didn't want the game ending on a whistle or anything like that. Luckily, thank God for me and other Hawks fans, that shot didn't go in, but he threw even Jock out of the way. Shea, that's another problem. And I've always had an issue with Quinn Snyder and his rotation. I don't understand his rotations. Shea seemed to bring a lot of energy whenever he hit that floor. Yet he only played 9 minutes. But there are a lot of things that we need to tweak. Dyson Daniels, hats off to him. Attacking that glass floor, especially on those offensive boards, the putbacks. I was certainly grateful of him for that. Can't complain about Jock. He did his thing. He played tough in there, pulling down 10 boards, 5 points. He had more boards than OO. OO ended up fouling out. He's always had an issue with the fouling. I've always... I think that he resorts to fouling when he sees that someone is overpowering him. And those are just mental mistakes that he's going to have to clean up. But I got to ask you all, is this a turning point for the Hawks? What do you think? Or was just another crazy night? Let me know in the comments. And if you like the Atlanta Hawks, or if you just like basketball, period, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.